The next bill on the calendar for the day is House File 4500. The clerk will report the bill.
House File number 4500, number 9 on the calendar for the day, an act relating to state government, the second engrossment.
There are no amendments at the desk. The clerk will give the bill its third reading.
Third reading, House File number 4500.
Third reading. I call upon the author of the bill, Representative Nelson from Hennepin, to explain the bill.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. This bill is about an issue that was brought to the attention of Majority Leader Winkler at one of his town meetings. Many grants and to nonprofits have an end date of June 30th, 2020. Yet these projects, while being funded, were not able to accomplish what they intended to do because of COVID-19. We're talking about employment training projects, adult daycare project programming, after-school programming, and such. And because they weren't able to do these things, the money would go away, and they weren't able to deliver on their contracts. As we looked into this, we found out this is affecting a lot more grants than just for nonprofits, including research grants at the University of Minnesota. Some of these research grants are seasonal in nature, and they miss their chance this spring to do the work that they contracted to do. One example of that is the Palmer Amaranth Detection and Eradication Program. Because the U of M wasn't able to get out in the field this spring and do this, that may come back at a higher rate. This is a aggressive invasive weed that is threatening some of our Minnesota crop farmers. So members, what this bill does and what it allows MMB to extend these grants by 1 year on a case-by-case basis. And I repeat that. This is not a blanket extension, but it is individual grantees must apply to MMB to get an extension on their grants. These are currently funded grants, so there is no new money involved. And in Ways and Means, after it was asked a question by Representative Albright in state government finance, we put on a reporting requirement from MMB at the end of this year to come back to the legislature with a report of how many grants were granted this extension. So members, that's the bill, and I stand for questions.
Discussion to the bill. The member from Dakota, Representative Albright.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to thank Chair Nelson for a very collaborative process on House File 4500. We recognize that the next legislature will likely undertake a review of this, and in light of that, the changes that were made to the bill reflect those observations made by both sides of the aisle. So I thank the Chair Nelson for consideration of those changes, and I urge members to a green vote. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Further discussion to the bill. Hearing no further discussion, we will take the roll on the bill. Members, we are voting on House File 4500. Please state your vote clearly when you are called on. The clerk will take the roll.
Acom.
Acom, aye.
Acom, aye. Albright. Albright, aye. Anderson.
Anderson, aye.
Anderson, aye. Backer.
Backer, aye.
Backer, aye. Bonner.
Bonner, aye.
Bonner, aye. Barr. Barr, no. Baker, excused. Becker, Finn. Becker, Finn, aye. Bennett.
Bennett, aye.
Bennett, aye. Bernardi.
Bernardi, aye.
Bernardi, aye. Bierman.
Bierman, aye.
Bierman, aye. Bow.
Bow, aye.
Bow, aye. Brand.
Brand, aye.
Brand, aye. Cantrell.
Cantrell, aye.
Cantrell, aye. Carlson, A.
Carlson, A, aye.
Carlson, A, aye. Carlson, L.
Carlson, L, aye.
Carlson, L, aye. Christensen.
Christensen, aye.
Christensen, aye. Claflin.
Claflin, aye.
Claflin, aye. Considine.
Considine, aye.
Considine, aye. Daniels.
Daniels, aye.
Daniels, aye. Doubt. Doubt, aye. Davids.
David's aye.
David's aye. Davney.
Daphne, aye.
Davney, aye. Dean.
Dean, aye.
Dean, aye. Damath.
Damath, aye.
Damath, aye. Detmer. Detmer, aye. Drazkowski.
Gryczkowski, no.
Drazkowski, no. Eklund.
Eklund, aye.
Eklund, aye. Edelson.
Edelson, aye.
Edelson, aye. Elkins.
Elkins, aye.
Elkins, aye. Erickson.
Erickson, no.
Erickson, no. Fabian.
Fabian, aye.
Fabian, aye. Fisher.
Fisher, aye.
Fisher, aye. Franzen.
Franson, aye.
Franzen, aye. Freiberg.
Freiberg votes yes.
Freiberg, aye. Garofalo. Garofalo. Gomez.
Gomez, aye.
Gomez, aye. Green. Green, aye. Grossel.
Russell, aye.
Grossel, aye. Grunhagen.
Grunegan, no.
Grunhagen, no. Gunther.
Aye.
Gunther, aye. Haley. Haley.
Haley, aye.
Haley, aye. Halverson. Halverson, aye. Hamilton.
Hamilton, aye.
Hamilton, aye. Hanson.
Hanson, aye.
Hanson, aye. Hassan.
Hassan, aye.
Hassan, aye. Hausman.
Hausman, aye.
Hausman, aye. Heinrich.
Heinrich, aye.
Heinrich, aye. Heinzman.
Heinzman, aye.
Heinzman, aye. Her.
Her, aye.
Her, aye. Hertas.
Hertas, aye.
Hertas, aye. Hornstein.
Hornstein, aye.
Hornstein, aye. Howard.
Howard, aye.
Howard, aye. Hewitt.
Hewitt, aye.
Hewitt, aye. Johnson. Johnson, aye. Jordan.
Jordan, aye.
Jordan, aye. Jurgens.
Jurgens, aye.
Jurgens, aye. Keel.
Keel, aye.
Keel, aye. Cleavorn.
Cleavorn, aye.
Cleavorn, aye. Cagle.
Cagle, aye.
Cagle, aye. Katiza Watun.
Katiza Watun, aye.
Katiza Watun, aye. Kosnick.
Cosmic, aye.
Kosnick, aye. Kreshaw.
Risha, aye.
Kreshaw, aye. Kunish Podine.
Kunish Podine, aye.
Kunish Podine, aye. Lehman.
Lehman, aye.
Lehman, aye. Lee.
Lee, aye.
Lee, aye. Lesh.
Lesh, aye.
Lesh, aye. Liebling.
Liebling, aye.
Liebling, aye. Lean.
Lean, aye.
Lean, aye. Lilly. Lilly, aye. Lippert.
Lippert, aye.
Lippert, aye. Lislegard.
Lislegard, aye.
Lislegard, aye. Long.
Long, aye.
Long, aye. Lucero.
Lucero, no.
Lucero, no. Lewick.
Lewick, aye.
Lewick, aye. Mahoney.
Mahoney, aye.
Mahoney, aye. Man. Man.
Man, aye.
Man, aye. Mariani.
Mariani, aye.
Mariani, aye. Marquardt.
Marquardt, aye.
Marquardt, aye. Mason.
Mason, aye.
Mason, aye. McDonald.
McDonald, aye.
McDonald, aye. Mecklin.
Mecklin, no.
Mecklin, no. Miller.
Miller, no.
Miller, no. Moeller.
Moeller, aye.
Moeller, aye. Moran. Moran, aye. Morrison.
Morrison, aye.
Morrison, aye. Munson.
Munson, no.
Munson, no. Murphy.
Murphy, aye.
Murphy, aye. Nash.
Nash, aye.
Nash, aye. Nelson, M.
Nelson, M, aye.
Nelson, M, aye. Nelson, N.
Nelson, N, aye.
Nelson, N, aye. New. New, aye. Nor.
Nor, aye.
Nor, aye. Nornis.
Nornis, aye.
Nornis, aye. Novotny. Novotny, aye. O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll, aye. Olson.
Olson, aye.
Olson, aye. O'Neill.
O'Neill, aye.
O'Neill, aye. Pulowski.
Pulowski, aye.
Pulowski, aye. Purcell.
Purcell, aye.
Purcell, aye. Petersburg.
Petersburg, aye.
Petersburg, aye. Pearson.
Pearson, aye.
Pearson, aye. Pinto.
Pinto, aye.
Pinto, aye. Poppy.
Poppy, aye.
Poppy, aye. Poston. Poston. Pryor.
Pryor, aye.
Pryor, aye. Quam.
Quam, aye.
Quam, aye. Richardson.
Richardson, aye.
Richardson, aye. Robbins. Robbins, aye. Runbeck. Runbeck, aye. Sandell.
Sandell, aye.
Sandell, aye. Sandsted.
Sandsted, aye.
Sandsted, aye. Sauk.
Sauk, aye.
Sauk, aye. Schumacher.
Schumacher, aye.
Schumacher, aye. Schultz.
Schultz, aye.
Schultz, aye. Scott.
Scott, aye.
Scott, aye. Stevenson.
Stevenson, aye.
Stevenson, aye. Sundin.
Sundin, aye.
Sundin, aye. Swazinski. Swazinski, aye. Tabke. Tabke.
aye. Tabke, aye.
Tabke, aye. Tice.
Tice, aye.
Tice, aye. Torkelson. Torkelson, aye. Erdahl.
Erdahl, aye.
Erdahl, aye. Vang.
Vang, aye.
Vang, aye. Vogel.
Vogel, aye.
Vogel, aye. Wagenius.
Wagenius, aye.
Wagenius, aye. Waslowick.
Wazlowick, aye.
Waslowick, aye. West.
West, aye.
West, aye. Winkler. Winkler, aye. Walgamot.
Walgamot, aye.
Wolgamott, aye. Zhang Jie.
Zhang Jie, aye.
Zhang Jie, aye. Zhang Ti.
Zhang Ti, aye.
Zhang Ti, aye. Joachim.
Joachim, aye.
Joachim, aye. Speaker Hortman, excused. Garofalo.
Yes.
Garofalo, aye. Poston.
Aye.
Poston, aye.
Aye.
There being 124 ayes and 8 nays, the bill is passed and its title agreed to.